So this is a quick start video just to get you up and running. There's lots of settings, but we won't go into every one. So what you've got is when you first open an account, so when you first set an account up, you'll get this screen. Now what we've built here is like a quick start guide, so it'll take you through each setting and tell you what to do. But I'll quickly guide through what needs to happen. First of all, you need to put that widget code on your website. So what I'll do is I'll open up. So this is a WordPress installation, so when you're on the files on the back end, and we've got a plugin as well, just let us know if you want the plugin so it's easier for you. So when you go on the back end, you'll have public HTML, then you'll have content, then you'll have themes, pick the theme that your installation is, and then further down here you'll have footer.php, and then that's this file. So what you need to do is put your widget code there, so you've got the body there, and then you just put the widget code above that. That'll make that go green. You might need to clear the cache, but once that's green, you're good to go. Any problems, give us a shout and we'll fix them for you. We might need to log onto your website, but yeah, we'll have you up and running in a minute. Next thing to do is if you scroll down, this outbound number here is the number, so this is Newcrest's number. So what that does is when a customer requests a callback, it phones from that number. By default, it'll be set to the RoundRobin AI number. So what you want to do is click change on that. Put your number in at the top. The extension is for if you've got an auto attendant, so if it's one to press, 1 for sales, 2 for accounts, 3 for reception, sorry. Whatever you want it to go through, put that extension number in, and then I've just put a delay of 3 seconds just to take into account if it's waiting for a beep or whatever. And then click verify. What it'll do is it'll phone your phone. The phone will ring, you'll pick it up, it'll ask for a code, and the code will actually be displayed on this screen. Once you've done that, you'll be up and running. You have agents, so I'll quickly go through the other settings. So in the callback widget, widget settings, that's where you can change all the settings. You can change the branding. I won't go into too much detail because this is just to get you up and running. You can change the branding, the messages and what have you. All be changed in there. The next important setting is agents. So by default, you'll have an agent created on your account from the details you put in when you first set up. But if you want to add someone else to be called, you just literally add them in here. So all you do there is click manage agents, click add new agent. So you won't have all these. Click add new agent and you drag them across, and then they'll be live on that. So all you do there is you just add in the agent's details. Piece of cake. And you can add operating hours and which domains are active on, but I won't go into too much detail on that. We'll have some more advanced videos just to show you more in-depth overviews. Next thing is this one's quite important. So by default, you'll be set up 9 to 5. So when you go into operating hours, these are your company's defaults. So if an agent says we're available at 10 o'clock, but you're at night, but your operating hours for the business are 9 to 5, the widget will go into schedule mode. So this overwrites whatever an agent said. Schedule calls, that just shows you any calls that have been scheduled. I won't click into that because it's got some live customers on there. Call routing. Now there's 2 ways it does it. So if someone requests a call, broadcast means it'll just phone all your available agents. And someone's on the website, wants to speak now, press 1 to connect, press 1, and it'll phone them back. Grouped allows you to do groups. So say you've got like a front line, and you want it to phone them first, and if they don't answer, it'll then go on to group 2. If they don't answer, it'll go on to group 3. That's where this is managed if you want to do it that way. Got any questions on it, we'll have some more advanced videos going in depth into that. But to start off with, it'll just be set to broadcast. Reverse voicemail, that's where you can record a message. So by default, if you miss a call, we'll send the customer a text message saying, sorry we missed you. That can be customized in widget settings. But what we've created is reverse voicemail, so you can record a message. So for example, I could say, hi, this is Jason from RoundRobin, sorry the team are busy. You can leave a quick message and we'll get back to you. What that'll do, if your team misses a call, it'll phone the customer back, play that message, and then the customer will record a message and it'll send it through to you. Outcomes, that's a good setting. So after each call, you can set custom outcomes. So you might have, there's not any setting this. So you might have meeting arranged, or customer not interested, or successful, or phoning back later. After a call's finished, it'll send an email to the agent who took the call saying what was the outcome if you've got that set up in here. Block allow list, that's just blocking and allowing if you want to block any phone numbers and what have you. Relay web forms, that's a good setting. So if you've got contact forms, what you can do is you can CC in RoundRobin. It'll pull the phone number off and you can say anyone who's filled out a contact form, I want them called within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. So if someone fills a contact form out, CCs that address in, which will be unique to you, and then it'll phone your agents within 10 minutes or whatever you set. So the next setting is dashboards and call reports. I won't click into them, but that basically just shows you stats. I'm not going to click into them because it's got people's phone numbers in there. And call reports, you can see all the outcome of all the calls, how many calls you've had. So the next setting is, collapse that, and then you've got reviews. So within reviews, this is set up automatically. So if you've installed the widget code, what you need to do is enable the widget in here, and then what that will do is if I go to Press Digital, the one widget code installs both these. So what that'll do is once you've enabled that, it will show your reviews there that are synchronized. And I'll go into that part now. So yeah, it's the same widget code as what's on the other, so you're not installing two widget codes, it's the same one. So what you do here is, this is where you can connect your Google Business Profile. So in the Google one, if you connect your Google Business Profile, what it'll do is it'll pull all your Google Business reviews, sync them with our directory and display them on your website. What it can also do as well is auto post reviews. So when you go into this, if you enable this, what it'll do is it'll auto post any reviews you've got daily to your Google Business Profile. So even if a customer hasn't got a Google Business Profile, you can still post their reviews automatically, and they'll display like this. So all the reviews will get taken and posted. So it's really worth enabling that because it's a good boost to your SEO, and it doubles up on the reviews you've got. So that's that setting. You can also auto post to your Facebook page. You just connect it up here, and again it's similar to posting to your Google Business Profile. It just posts to your Facebook page, and this is where you set all your colours. So that's what dictates what happens here on the right. So you just want to match your brand. You can also, we haven't actually got it live on that domain, but for one of our customers, First Impressions Driveways, you can also show video reviews. So if you've got a video testimonial, or as many as you want, you can add them, and that's done here. And then what it will do is when a customer opens up your reviews, you can show any video testimonials we've got, which is really good to help build trust and get more conversions for your website. So that's that part. Then settings. So what happens with the reviews is we'll chase up automatically. So when you put, I'll show you how you put into a review in a minute. But when you put a customer's details in, we'll send them a text asking them for 4 or 5 out of 5. If they rate you, we'll ask you for a rating out of 5. If they rate you 4 or 5 out of 5, we'll then ask for a Google review or Trustpilot review, whatever you've got set up, and you set up the review source here. So say I wanted to ask for a Google business review, that's like a Google review. You put your review URL in there, or if you want a Trustpilot, you put your review URL in there. So what it'll do is it'll first ask for a rating, and if it's 4 or 5 out of 5, it'll then ask for the additional review, just to stop you getting any bad reviews, so you don't have to kind of gatekeep all the reviews. These are the messages that get sent out. So SMS, initial request, reminder. So I'll send a couple of reminders out, so you can customize all them there. And also, if you don't have the mobile number, you can enter an email address, and this is where you change all the email content. So if you want to change any of the messages that go out, you just change that in here. So to request a review, the quickest way is just come in here, drop your customer's details in. So you drop the name, the number, and your email. Now, if the number's a landline and not a mobile, it will fall back to the email address, but what we prioritize is send a text message because that's what you get the best response from. So it'll send a text message with your review link. If they don't click it, it'll send a couple of follow-ups just to try and get reviews over the line. So simply all you do is just add the details in there, click send review request, and when you scroll further down, I can't show you on this one, it'll show you all the reviews that have been sent out and if you've clicked them and what they've rated you. So the other thing you can do is you can connect a Google Sheet. So what that means is you can just, rather than having to come in here and putting them in individually, you can just have a Google Sheet, drop your customers' details in a Google Sheet. RoundRobin will automatically get them from there and start sending the text out. So it means you can just kind of copy and paste or give someone else access to the sheet so they can just drop the details in without having to come in here. So basically all you do is click connect Google Sheets. No, first of all what you want to do is create a Google Sheet. So on your drive, just create a Google Sheet called review requests, whatever you want to call it, and put in 3 columns. So put in name, number, and email. Then once you've done that, you just connect Google Sheets, put in your account details in, pick the sheet you just created, and then you'll see at the bottom it'll just say, I can't show you here because it'll show you customer details. But what it'll say at the bottom is, it'll just ask you which columns for each thing, so it'll be name, number, email. It's a piece of cake to do. Any problems, let us know. But once you've connected that up, all you need to do is put your customers' details into that spreadsheet and we'll automatically go out and collect the reviews. RoundRobin will just pull them from there and request the reviews. So you can just copy and paste them out of different systems. So all that's left to do to activate your trial is basically click on account, click there, that'll take you to this screen and you'll have a free trial option there. Simply enter here, click subscribe, and it'll ask you for your card details. Now it doesn't charge anything, but what it will do is that'll start the free trial, and if you're happy with everything, it'll automatically charge you 14 days after. But if you want to cancel before then, just come in here, hit cancel, and nothing will be charged. So that's how you activate the trial. It'll give you 40 credits to use across your callback requests and your reviews. If you've got any questions, let us know. If you want us to onboard you, if you've got bored of listening to me, just let me know and we can get you sorted out. We've also got, if you're using WordPress, we've got a WordPress plugin that you can use to make things easier if you don't know how to go into the code and do that bit. But again, just reach out if you need a hand, we'll sort it out, we'll have it up and running in no time. Thank you.